Hey guys, I hope you're good. So once again, welcome back to my new video, everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about on big kind of a search, on big kind of a dreams. Why I'm talking about big kind of dreams? Because see, uh, I was just scrolling today. I was just scrolling Instagram, and while scrolling, one of the video from Abad Oja pop up on my means on my Instagram, and I just started listening that video. He said that whenever you wake up in the morning, always talk about 500 cr, 1000 cr. Do not talk below that amount, okay? Do not even talk about below that amount, whether you do not have anything, whether the current situation of your financial is very good, sorry, very very poor. You do not have money to buy the shoes, the clothes. You do not have any amount in the bank account. That doesn't matter, okay? Just talk about above 500 cr. And I was like, yeah, that's really important. Why? Because my thinking is also in that kind of a way. I'm not saying that I have become that kind of person, that I have this much amount of money, but yeah, one day I'll have this much amount, more than that amount of money. But the thing, the kind of a mindset I'm trying to make you understand, it's always think very big. I know that the current situation of everybody's life is very it's very not that much successful, but and also that doesn't just justify that your soch, or that you kind of thinking you are thinking right now. But that's okay, bro. That's totally okay, because if you will not think very big, so then who the fuck or who the hell will think about you? If you're not thinking about you, or about your life, about your family's life, then bro, if you think that your brother, your sister, of course they are your family, but at the end, situation becomes this much terrible that we do not know that what will happen, and who will do what kind of things they will do with us, and at what level they can do with us, okay? So please understand that thing, because we do not have to depend on the other person. You should be this much mature, this much understandable, this much rich, that if you are means if you're going anywhere, so you don't have to think about the money, okay? Where I'm going, how will I survive, this much amount, this much money will take, will be spent at that in there, okay? So you don't have to think about this way, okay? About this kind of bullshit thing. That's why I'm telling you guys, there is a so many there is a good very beautiful life in the planet. For that living, or for that living or getting experience of that kind of a beautiful life, you have to have money. You have to free from money and time, okay? These two things are very important, I know that. But at some point of time, you have to understand that thing. This is also a kind of a good thing which you have to get free from these kind of things. You don't have to work means the all you have to work for the money, all means at the end of your year, okay? For the whole life, you have to work for for the money, okay? And for the time also, you have to give time for earning, for just, then how will you enjoy life? I'm not saying that you should do start from today, okay? If your condition is not okay, that's okay. Then you have to work for the money. You have to give time, okay, for earning money. I'm just saying that at some point of time, you have to understand, okay? That I'm trying to make you understand that what I'm saying to you in this video. If you're not understanding and just keep thinking that, okay, this is the bullshit thing which he is telling me about in this video, bro, this is not bullshit thing, okay? Because if you keep working for the money, at the end of your life, then you can't do anything. You can go outside of the world after taking one week holiday, 2 week holiday, but that is a still different life, okay? Because that life, what I'm talking about, that life, that you have a full freedom of money, you have a full freedom of time. You can go anywhere with whom you want to go. You can go with that person without having worrying about the money, the time, what will happen there. My boss will scold me about, my boss will fire me from my job. You don't have to think about that, okay? Because right now I'm doing a corporate job, and I know that the shit, what kind of a shit is going on in the corporate, and how people gets treated by their manager, by their TL, okay? That's very very terrible. I hope that nobody gets this kind of experience in their life. Means not that much very not that much bad, not in a also that much worst condition, but Still that is not appropriate, still that is not a good thing that people deserve more than that, means not in a good, means a wrong way. I'm saying that people deserve better than that, okay? Means they don't deserve that kind of a thing. They deserve a good life, they deserve a good kind of a relationship, they deserve. But for those kind of things you have to work on money and time. And how will you get free from money? You have to be calculate everything about your wedding, about your child, about your destination, about your uh, expense, and how your expense will be managed by any other income source. You have to be very calculated in terms of money. And once you have enough money, then you don't have to think about the time, okay? Because now time will automatically follow you, because you have a time, you have a money, and money buys sometime time, okay? Sometime you are, if you're hiring 10 people, so you are buying time, not a manpower. Understand this thing, okay? So in second way, you are buying a time also. I know you're buying a people or manpower. That's a different way of that's a different way of thinking, or way of looking at this thing, or looking from a different angle, okay? I'm just looking from a different kind of angle. So yeah, it can differ from person to person. So just two things you have to remember: get free from money, get free from time, okay? These two things are very important, and you have to free from these two things, okay? And I'm not saying that you have to get free from today, as of now, right now, at this moment. No, of course not, because it is not possible. It takes 5 to 7 years to get free, to get free from this kind of a thing. Because see, means living your whole life with your family, with your wife and children, and with your parents, it requires money. And making money, it requires good amount of money, okay? For making good amount of money, you have to spend your time in like in corporate, in good kind of a position in corporate, or job, or freelancing. You have to do something to earn money, okay? Then you can able to think about that. Once you have a money, means good money, that you can able to, means survive your life, your whole family's life, or the whole member of in your family, that you can survive with the whole member of your family up to the age of like 80 or 85. So then that's good, okay? That's good, that's really good. But for that you have to really work hard. You have to work on those kind of things uh, which is not doing by everybody, okay? Like a business or startup, or something like that, okay? Job is very common, everybody is doing job. So if you're thinking that for doing job, means from job I'll get that level, of course you will get that level, but you have to be on a very top good position, like 6 to 8 lakhs you must be earning per month, after all the deduction from means after excluding your travel expense, your food, means food intake of daily food intake, okay? Then in your hand it should be 6 to 8 lakhs. Then I would say that now you can build a very good life, okay? 5 to 6 lakhs, 6 to 8 lakh, it's very good amount, okay? It's really good amount of living, or enjoying life. Yeah, still you will not get it free from time. You must be time bounded in that time, because if you're earning 6 to 8 lakh rupees per month, do you think that the person has time? Of course not. He must be very busy person, okay? So that's why he is free from money, but he is not free from time. So for getting free from time, he has to do something, so that he can free from time. And I do not know what to do. So how will I get that free from time? Do not ask me this thing, because I also don't know. There are so many books available on this same topic, so you can go and read those books, and you will understand everything about that. And of that thing, that how will I get free from the money. So there are also so many books which is written on this same topic. You can go and read about that thing, and you will understand everything about that. It is not that it is impossible. No, it is not impossible. So many people have achieved this thing, and they are living their life very peacefully, very happily. So we cannot why we can't achieve that thing? Of course we can achieve that thing. So why we're not thinking in that way? Because 90% people are doing that thing, so that's why we are thinking also in that way. Suppose that if I put you in a cage where everybody is just doing one particular task, so do you think that will you able to think in a different way, except some situation, okay, except exceptional case, okay. Do you think that the 90% people will do that? Of course not. Why? Because if 90% persons, 99%, you know, that one person will get affected by the 99% action. That's what will happen, okay. The same thing also applies in everywhere. So do not forget that thing, and I hope that you understood today's video. If you understood, so please let me know in the comment box. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring your life. Bye bye.